Imagine a world where driving ceases to be a necessity and becomes a choice. A world where cars are not just machines, but technological organisms capable of learning, deciding, adapting, and even predicting what will happen before it happens. This world is not decades away. It's knocking on the door, and Tesla is the company that is pushing that door open with full force. In recent years, Tesla has gone from being just an electric vehicle manufacturer to a gigantic innovation laboratory, where each car is a piece of a global artificial intelligence puzzle. Elon Musk's company doesn't just compete with traditional automakers, it competes with time itself. While other brands try to keep up with trends, Tesla simply creates new ones. Tesla's technological advancement is so rapid that 2030 seems less like a distant future and more like an inevitable destination. The promise of fully autonomous cars, neural networks that learn on their own, batteries with almost infinite durability, and total integration between home, car, and city is not science fiction. It's the next chapter in the automotive industry. And that's what we're going to explore now. Real predictions, projects already under development, ideas that Tesla has already let slip in interviews, patents, and software updates that show where the company is headed. You're about to enter a scenario where technology doesn't keep up with humanity, it surpasses it. What we're about to see might surprise you, scare you, or leave you extremely excited. But one thing is certain, the future is not arriving. The future it has already begun, and his name is Tesla. Tesla FSD 2030, True Total Autonomy. Tesla's full self-driving, the famous FSD, is already one of the most advanced autonomous driving systems on the planet. But what's planned for 2030 surpasses all expectations. Tesla is transforming its cars into machines capable of driving better than any human driver, not through fixed programming, but through continuous learning. While most automakers work with predetermined maps and rigid limits, Tesla is betting on something much bigger. Neural networks that behave like constantly evolving artificial brains. Every Tesla on the streets, in any country, sends information to a gigantic global system that learns from millions of events per day. Every curve, every detour, every poorly painted sign, every unexpected situation becomes training material. By 2030, this process should result in what Tesla calls true full autonomy. This means, the car analyzes every detail around it using extremely advanced computer vision. Make instant decisions without relying on perfect maps, interpret the behavior of other drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, animals, and even weather events, anticipate risks before they become problems. It won't just be a car that follows rules. It will be a car that thinks, which understands patterns, recognizes driving styles, knows when someone is going to make a risky maneuver, and anticipates to avoid accidents. We're talking about a system capable of driving on highways, chaotic cities, narrow roads, and even in places no one has ever mapped before. Tesla's vision for 2030 is so bold that many experts claim it will be the moment when driving could become optional, not due to a lack of human skill, but because the car will do everything better. And along with this evolution comes another gigantic milestone, robotaxi mode. By 2030, Teslas are expected to be driving autonomously through cities, transporting passengers without a driver or human supervision. This could not only transform mobility but also create a new source of income for Tesla owners. Will you park your car in the garage? Great. It can go out on its own at night, work as an independent taxi, and come home loaded and with profit. FSD 2030 will not just be an improved driver assistance system. It will be the moment when the car officially ceases to be a vehicle and becomes a professional pilot, with his own intelligence capable of driving more safely, more precisely, and more responsibly than any human being. And when that point is reached, everything in traffic will change. Accidents will plummet, traffic jams will be reorganized by AI, roads will be redesigned, and for the first time in history, the world will be able to experience what total autonomous mobility truly means. 4680 batteries and the era of 1,000 kilometers. If there's one element that defines Tesla's future, it's the battery. And the most impactful advancement of this new era is the 4680 technology, an engineering milestone that is redefining what range, power, and durability mean in electric cars. But what Tesla plans to do by 2030 goes far beyond what we already know. We are entering the era of 1,000 kilometers of real-world range, something that seemed impossible just a few years ago. The 4680 battery was designed with a simple philosophy: more power, less weight, and drastically reduced cost. Its giant cylindrical shape, without complex internal layers and with a more rigid structure, allows it to function as part of the vehicle's chassis itself. This means two fundamental things: increased safety, because the car becomes structurally stronger and greater efficiency, since each cell is able to deliver more energy with less waste. Now imagine this technology, already revolutionary, multiplied by 5 or 10 cycles of evolution by 2030. Tesla engineers have been working on new materials, new chemical compositions, smarter cooling, and fully automated manufacturing processes. The goal is clear: to create a battery that outlasts the car itself. This leads to extremely bold predictions: a real autonomy between 900 and 1,200 km per load, a lifespan that may exceed 1 million kilometers, a minimal loss of capacity over the years, a recharge in 10 minutes or less using next-generation superchargers. Cost per kilowatt-hour falling to levels never imagined. These batteries will completely transform consumer behavior. Imagine traveling from one end of the country to the other, stopping only once to recharge. Imagine never having to worry about degradation again. Imagine charging almost as fast as filling up with gas. Furthermore, Tesla is already studying systems that would allow cars to store energy and deliver it back to homes, buildings, and even the electrical grid during peak demand. This would transform each Tesla into a small, portable power plant. Another huge impact of this technology is the emergence of structural cars in this new model. The battery is not just a power source, but part of the vehicle's architecture. This means future Teslas can be lighter, more aerodynamic, more efficient, and feature unprecedented designs, shapes that were previously impossible due to engineering limitations. The era of evolved 4,680 batteries represents more than just greater range. It represents energy independence, a leap in overall efficiency, and a definitive break from dependence on combustion engines. When an electric car surpasses 1,000 kilometers of range, the discussion shifts from, is it worth buying? To, why would anyone still buy a gasoline engine? And Tesla knows exactly the power of that. This technology is the heart, lungs, and soul of the vehicles of 2030, and will also be the company's main tool for consolidating its absolute dominance in the global electricity market. Tesla Bot and the integration of personal robots. Imagine a future where you wake up in the morning, the coffee maker is already working, your house is tidy, and while you get ready for work, a humanoid robot checks if your car is charged, performs minor maintenance, and even adjusts the room's internal temperature. This future is not a fantasy. This is exactly where Tesla is heading with the Tesla Bot, now evolved into a highly advanced 2.0 version by 2030. The Tesla Bot is not just a robot. It's the first step towards full integration between artificial intelligence, mobility, and home automation. Tesla operates on a simple principle: anything that can be optimized will be optimized. And that includes human labor. Elon Musk's goal is for the personal robot to be able to take on repetitive, tiring, and even dangerous tasks, from moving boxes in warehouses to assisting the elderly at home, with millimeter precision and complete safety. The evolution between 2024 and 2030 is impressive. Initially, the Tesla Bot was just a demonstration of mobility, balance, and basic coordination. But as FSD evolved, Tesla discovered something powerful: the same system that understands streets, cars, pedestrians, objects, and complex situations can be adapted to understand indoor environments. This means that the Tesla Bot will learn naturally by observing, exactly like FSD does. By 2030, the prediction is clear. We're talking about robots capable of operating tools, performing simple car repairs, organizing inventory, preparing food, assisting with cleaning, and even operating light industrial machinery. And the most impactful part, they will be accessible. Elon Musk has already said that a Tesla Bot could cost less than a car, and that's exactly where the world turns upside down. Because when a robot replaces human tasks, the value of time changes completely. They will also be fully connected to the Tesla ecosystem. The bot talks to the car, which talks to the solar roof, which talks to the Powerwall, which talks to your smartphone. It's a closed loop where everything works together to reduce costs, optimize energy, and deliver total convenience to the user. And in terms of safety, Tesla promises something that no other manufacturer can deliver: a robot that understands the world through the most highly trained AI on the planet, that of FSD. This combination makes the bot extremely accurate and unlikely to make serious mistakes. We're talking about billions of hours of learning in real-life situations, transformed into safe behavior in the home environment. If today we use cell phones for everything, in 2030 there's a real chance that you'll wake up, say, start the day, and Tesla Bot automatically organizes your entire routine. The level of automation is so high that many tasks that we consider mandatory today, cleaning the house, carrying objects, organizing groceries, will simply cease to exist as human responsibilities. This is the biggest impact of the Tesla Bot. It's not just technology. It's a redefinition of the concept of work and of everyday life itself. New Tesla models. cyber, MiniCars, and the Tesla van. When we think about 2030, we're not just talking about more efficient electric cars. We're talking about Tesla's new generation of vehicles, completely redesigned for a world where total autonomy is the norm and where mobility is no longer just transportation, but becomes experience, efficiency, and technological integration. Tesla is developing 3 lines of business that are expected to dominate the next decade. A cyber line, OS Tesla MiniCars, EA Tesla van, each with a different purpose, but with the same essence: maximum technology at the lowest possible cost. The new era of the cyber line. The Cybertruck was just the first step. That angular, futuristic, almost alien aesthetic paves the way for an entire family of cyber vehicles. He envisions SUVs, smaller pickup trucks, commercial vehicles, and even sports versions based on the same armored and functional Cybertruck platform. Why does this matter? Because Tesla is creating cars that are virtually indestructible, built to last for decades with minimal maintenance. They were designed to withstand time, wear and tear, and the most extreme conditions. Something perfectly aligned with an autonomous world where vehicles need to operate 24 hours a day without fail. And with 4,680 batteries and the new structured architecture, these models can easily reach 700, 800 and even 1,000 kilometers of range, making long journeys a thing of the past. Tesla MiniCars, the $25,000 or less cars. This is the move that will truly shake up the global market. Tesla's famous $25,000 car, which for years was just a promise, should finally appear in 2026 to 2027 and completely dominate the market by 2030. We're talking about compact, lightweight, efficient vehicles produced in fully automated gigafactories, a car with enough range for everyday use, featuring a fully integrated FSD system, and a price that would crush any combustion-powered competitor. These mini-cars are not just products. They are parts of the robotaxi strategy. Small, inexpensive, highly reliable, perfect for a global autonomous fleet. The boldest prediction for 2030 is as follows. Tesla is said to have produced millions of mini-cars that will never be driven by humans. They will leave the factory directly into robotaxi mode, connected to a global network of autonomous transportation. Tesla van, the revolution in urban and commercial transportation. While the world speculates, Tesla is quietly working on one of the most important projects in its history. A Tesla van is not just an electric van, it's the ultimate solution for urban deliveries, corporate logistics, and passenger transport. Imagine a modular van with a completely flat floor, customizable interior, and equipped with state-of-the-art FSD, capable of operating as. They make deliveries for businesses, minibus for urban transport, or autonomous shuttle to airports, corporate van for private travel, support vehicle for the Tesla bot in industrial operations. And the best part, it's fully optimized for efficiency. With its stunning aerodynamic design, smart doors, comprehensive sensors, and integration with the Tesla power grid, the Tesla van will be the biggest leap forward in commercial transportation since the 1960s. Tesla's goal is clear: to dominate not only the car market, but the entire logistics market. Simultaneous development. What's most impressive is that these 3 projects are moving forward together. Cyber, MiniCars, and Tesla van form a complete ecosystem. Rugged vehicles, affordable vehicles, and commercial vehicles, all connected, electric, and autonomous. Tesla is building more than just cars, but the backbone of global mobility until 2030. Tesla's new infrastructure, networks, cities, and energy. When we talk about Tesla in 2030, we can't just think about cars. Tesla is building something much bigger, a complete infrastructure, a kind of global ecosystem that connects cities, energy, transportation, homes, and data. And that's precisely what Elon Musk has been saying for years. The car is just a part of the machine. The network is the real product. A world connected by superchargers 4.0 and 5.0. Tesla plans to operate by 2030 the largest charging infrastructure on the planet, with thousands of ultra-fast superchargers, capable of charging 300 kilometers in just a few minutes. But the great revolution is not speed. It's the network intelligence. The chargers will exchange information with each other, predict demand, redirect cars to less crowded stations, and even adjust prices in real time to avoid congestion. T is literally the evolution of highways, a smart energy grid on a continent scale. And all of this is built upon a structure that Tesla is increasingly dominating: solar power plus batteries plus software. Gigafactories as electrified cities. By 2030, gigafactories will not just be factories, they will be true, self-sustaining complexes, fully powered by solar panels and megapacks. These production giants will creating 4680 batteries on a massive scale, assembling vehicles and robots in a fully automated way, supplying entire countries with megapacks, support renewable energy networks 24 hours a day, operate as logistics centers for robot access. The vision is simple. Each gigafactory will be a technological heart that pulsates energy for an entire region. Cities that talk to cars. That's the most impressive point. With the advancement of full self-driving and the expansion of the Tesla network, entire cities will be redesigned. Smart traffic lights, traffic sensors, intersections that communicate with vehicles, and Tesla cars will be 100% compatible with this ecosystem from day one. This means fewer accidents, a less traffic, a higher average speed, or absurd reduction in emissions, a logistics circulating in a continuous flow. Tesla is positioning itself to be the standard language of smart cities. Just as Apple created a standard for smartphones, Tesla wants to create a standard for urban mobility. Megapacks, the energy backbone of the future. Megapacks are quiet, but they represent Tesla's most important product for the world of 2030. With them, entire cities will be able to store solar and wind energy, reducing or even eliminating the use of fossil fuels. And together with a network of electric cars, this forms a virtually inexhaustible energy grid. Imagine Tesla cars charging during the day using solar power, gigafactories producing batteries that store this same energy, cities functioning with clean and self-sustaining networks. Everything is monitored by artificial intelligence in real time. It's a world less expensive, more efficient, quieter, cleaner, and extremely connected. The true Tesla revolution. The big secret is that Tesla isn't just building vehicles. She is building physical, energy, and digital infrastructure to sustain the planet for decades. Self-driving cars, 4,680 batteries, Tesla-bought robots, gigafactories, and megapacks are not isolated projects. These are parts of a gigantic plan to rewrite the way the world moves, works, and consumes energy. And in 2030, we will be living through the beginning of this transformation. Closing, 2030 will be the year everything changes, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. We've reached the end of this journey, but it feels like we're only at the beginning. What Tesla is preparing for 2030 is not just a technological evolution, it's a change of era disruption as significant as the invention of the automobile, electricity, or the internet. With each step we analyze here, total autonomy, 1,000-kilometer batteries, personal robots, new futuristic models, mega infrastructures, connected cities, it becomes clear that 2030 will be remembered as the year the world stopped just imagining the future and finally started living it. Because when Tesla moves forward, the entire automotive industry needs to catch up. When Tesla changes, the market changes. And when Tesla delivers, the entire planet reorganizes itself around this new logic. And the most impressive thing is that none of this is science fiction. Everything is being developed, now right before our eyes. Gigafactories are being built at an accelerated pace. New batteries are being produced. Robots learning to walk, pick up objects, work, self-driving cars driving thousands of kilometers every day. It's as if we're living through a silent revolution, except this revolution is gaining momentum, scale, and impact. 2030 will be the year that traffic changes. The energy will change. Work will change. Cities will change. And the way you move, connect, and live, that will change too. And when you look back, maybe you'll remember this video and realize, the future didn't arrive suddenly, it was built piece by piece, software by software, batteries by batteries, until it becomes inevitable. Tesla isn't just making cars. She is building the structure of the next century. And so, when 2030 finally arrives, it won't just be another new year. It will be a new planet, a planet powered by intelligence, clean energy, autonomy, and constant innovation. The future is closer than it seems. And the final question is simple, yet powerful. Are you prepared for the world that's coming? And so we conclude another journey into the future of automotive technology. If you've made it this far, it's because you truly belong to this generation that thinks ahead, that sees beyond the ordinary and wants to see firsthand how the world of cars is changing before our eyes. So now I extend a direct invitation to you. Subscribe to the RCAR channel because here you'll always receive exclusive content, in-depth analysis, realistic predictions, and images that show the future before it arrives. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos, because what's coming next is simply amazing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. The future is on wheels.